All right, test, test, test. Good, everything works. What's up, Soldier84? How are you doing? I hope your last Rise to War season is going somewhat well. But yeah, we're not talking Rise to War today. We are once again streaming the new game that we started to play called Game of Thrones Dragonfire. And today we have our first planned ring capture, or keep capture rather. I'm already thinking about King's Landing. No, today we have our first keep capture, and then we will go over some more guidelines. One of my friends has sent me a list of some questions or talking points to go over, so we will do that. And yeah, hopefully it helps some people to learn the game a bit faster. And yeah, we'll see what the keep capture looks like in this game. Trying to make it to the ring. Okay, that's good. Nice. What's up, David? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice weekend, guys. Okay, so let's open the game. Here we go. Alright. I'll also open up the talking points. We can cover a few before we capture the keep. Okay, so let's start with a question that I've been asked quite a lot. I see Detla and Tess in the chat. Hey guys, what's up? Trying to see if my real name shows or my real name. Ah yes, it shows your gamer tag, I guess. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people have asked me what should I spend on at the start. And now I would definitely recommend that you pick up Vaga. That's a 15 Swiss franc offer, I believe it was. I guess it's like 15 of the local currency. And she's very good. I think all of our players play her in the main army right now. She is quite flexible. You can play her in multiple roles. We will talk a bit about roles and some army suggestions later, but pretty much if you're gonna spend some money on the game, this is a really good pickup, and you basically get a legendary dragon for 15 Swiss francs, which is nothing really in the grand scheme of things. If you compare it to the chest opening rates, this is a very good deal. Now, when you buy Vaga, you also get some of this other stuff like meat and coins. And after you unlock her, it will give you a new deal where you can put her to 2 stars. Then if you put her to 2 stars, you get a new deal where you can put her to 3 stars, and so on and so forth. Tassi said Vaga is 12.86 euros for me if I could buy it. Aha, very good. Then it was actually 10 Swiss francs for me. Okay, so the 15 Swiss francs was probably the second offer. But yeah, so she's very good. I recommend picking her up. Yeah, like I said, very good value for your money, and she's very useful. Then you're also able to pick up a purple dragon. I think picking up one purple dragon is also recommended. This guy cost 5 Swiss francs, I believe. So it's not bad. You get, yeah, I mean, you just unlock the guy, right? Now, importantly, you have to choose one out of a few, right? And you have to choose the one, we already talked about this last time, you have to choose the one that goes along with your other dragons, right? So this guy has melee troops here, right? Vaga also has melee troops here. So if you buy these two, for example, you already have like an army where you have 2 dragons that boost the same unit type, right? The same troop type. So this is what you have to keep in mind. Now if you have a bunch of blue dragons, of course, you will buy the purple dragon that goes along with your blue dragons, right? It's not complicated, and you can only buy one purple dragon, of course. Very simple. Overall, I would say, if you plan to play the game, this is also worth it. So it's essentially like 15 to 20 bucks, and you pick up 2 pretty good dragons that you can start playing with, essentially, right? That's not bad. Gold, I'm not going to talk about the gold too much. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to spend some money, you buy some gold. If you don't want to spend money, you don't buy gold. I don't think buying gold is very necessary. There are a lot of free rewards in this game, for now at least. And yeah, I mean, if you want to unlock the stuff faster, you buy the gold. If not, then don't buy it, right? No big deal. But these two, like I said, I would pick them up. I think it's a pretty good deal. So there are also some daily deals. I'm not gonna go over these in detail. It's really not that important, but yeah. I mean, the daily deals and the gold stuff, only the big spenders will buy it. The other two, I would say, they're quite useful to pick up, and yeah, I mean, it's a great offer. It might go away at the end of the season, right? You never know. It might not go away at the end of the season, but these are good pickups, and you can use these dragons to tile, siege, kill armies, so on and so forth. So yeah, so those are two talking points on whether people should spend for these. I think yes. Now, the next point is your views on the 50-member alliance. So in this game, you are restricted to 50 players per warband, right? Which you can see here. And I personally think this is very good. I think it makes it a lot easier for individual teams to make sure that everyone is keeping up and that people don't get lost. And it's also a lot easier for the warband leaders to manage the team. If you are managing 100 people, that's too much, to be honest. I've never liked this about some of the other games I've played. I think managing 100 people really interferes with your other responsibilities as a person, right? And a leader should not necessarily be a guy that spends the most money or the most amount of time on the game. He should be someone who guides people, right? Who tells them what to do, who understands what he's talking about. And that's not necessarily a person who plays like 20 hours and sleeps for 4 hours, right? Like, you need someone in that role who has a bit of responsibility and quite plainly a professional in a private life as well, in my opinion. And this is not possible when you lead 100 people, or it becomes very difficult, right? So I'm a big fan of the 50 people per warband. I think it's very good, and I've already talked about this in the last video. We always had the problem when we played with 100 players, there were like 50 to 60 who always did their stuff, and then the rest was just pretty much tagging along, right? And yeah, with 50, that's no longer an issue, I would say. So yeah, so it's cool. I like it. I'm a fan of this. We can take a look at the players who are in the warband right now. You will notice a lot of players here are from Rise to War, right? Lots of very familiar names. And then we have a few other people who we picked up who are in our faction currently, who have already joined our Discord. Yeah, just, you know, standard organizational stuff. But yeah, we're currently full. There are a couple of people I will remove tomorrow, I think, because we have some new applicants, and there's also a few people who still want a spot but will install the game later. So we will be quite full, which is good, and we will be able to fill one team with active players, which is what we want, right? So I think this is very good. Okay, the next talking point, how to spend food wisely, which dragons should level up first. This is a good question. It's a bit hard to answer. So what you have to understand is it's quite hard to level up in this game. Okay, so the progress is relatively slow. I am currently on level 33, 33 and 30 with my main. You notice I've also switched around a bit. I will continue to switch around a bit more just because I'm trying things out, right? I will play with this guy in my main team for a bit. But what you should do is, I would say this. Vaga definitely can eat all of your meat, yeah? So I would recommend getting her to level 25 or beyond. It's always worth it, yeah? You will always play her. She just has very good titles and skills. So when you want to spend your meat safely, spend it on her. Very good. Good point on the guiding role as a leader not being the biggest spender. Yeah, exactly. What's up, William? I hope you're doing well. 4.28 euros for unlocking Epic Dragon, 3.42 for the daily deals, but comes with some keys, gold, resource production increase, but no dragon. Yeah, okay, so it's even a little bit cheaper than what I said, so yeah. We will talk about the spending of this game compared to Rise to War as well, but yeah. Deadla is here. What's up, Deadla? Hope you're doing well. Good. So yeah, so if you want to spend your meat, use it on Vaga. She's very good and you will not regret it. The second commander I highly recommend is Tashix, or the second dragon rather. Tashix is great. Obviously not everyone will have this dragon. You have to pull him in a chest. There's currently an event chest out where you have a much higher chance to pull him, right? I think he's really great because of this skill. He just does a lot of damage. Yeah, you can put him in the left lane, you can put him in the right lane. He just does a lot of damage. So I would say quite confidently you can feed this guy with all of the meat to level 25 and beyond as well. Great dragon. And like I said, always does damage. You can pair him with some not so strong dragons, he will always hit hard. Now the third dragon is where it becomes tricky. A few of us have opted to go for Cyrex for now, so this is a bit of some of the people who spend some money, right? You're not gonna have this guy at the start if you're a low spender. I'm not really that convinced with him yet, to be honest. I think he's pretty mediocre actually. The other really cool dragon, I think, is Malachite, or Malachite, however you want to pronounce it. And this is because he is a healer, yeah? So he has each round a 50% chance to apply recovery to 2 allies. And this is very, very strong in this game. There are not a lot of healers currently. If you pair it with his leadership title, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna go into detail too much. We're gonna talk about this a bit later, but he's great, okay? So Malachite, if you put him to level 25 beyond, perfectly fine. For the lower spenders, so if you pick up one of the purple dragons, just level the one you picked up, right? There's not a lot to say about that. I think all of them have like some form of use, so you're not gonna go wrong. If you're a low spender and you pick up a purple dragon, just put them to level 25 and beyond, yeah? Doesn't matter who it is. They have good stats, the base stats are very important in this game, and purple dragons are good, so you will not go wrong with leveling the one you chose, right? I got Tashix in one of my first pulls and obviously happy because the name matches mine. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Lil? You are darkness. Okay, right, I see, yeah. So that would be my meat recommendation guide. Just basically use the meat on the top rarity commanders you have, yeah, to put it very simply. Now if you only have blue dragons, it becomes a little bit tricky. I have found that Shadowrend is very good, so I would put him to level 25 and beyond. And I have found that Vesper is pretty good as well. So those two, they do pretty good damage usually. They are warriors and sentinels, as you can see here. So I think they're pretty solid. Now I'm not gonna go into detail as to why, it's just, you know, a very basic recommendation on my part. We will talk about army compositions in a bit, but I think these two are relatively safe to invest your meat in, right? What you also have to consider, and this is very important for the meat stuff, after we take the keep today, you get 6,300 meat, yeah? So the recommendations I give you now, they come just in time, because now you know how to use that meat, okay? And of course, as you go on, you will get some more here, right? So even though you don't have a lot of meat now, it will start to add up as we progress through the server chapters, okay? And yeah, and once we progress through, what's also important to note is the level cap increases. So here, unfortunately, it stays the same. So you can't go beyond level 25 with the meat for now, or for the foreseeable future. But in stage 3, you can start using the meat to get the comms to level 30. Now, hopefully, everyone has level 30 comms by then, right? Like, that's in like 3 weeks or so. I'm currently on level we are in stage 1 and I'm on level 33, right? So you would be really far behind if your dragon is not level 30 at this stage already. Just as a side note, and then it starts increasing again by 5. Or here it's only 3 actually after each stage. So essentially the meat is only useful at the start in my opinion, because afterwards you already pretty much like you have the levels just by playing, right? Like you're not gonna get any value out of it. But it's useful if you get a new dragon now, for example, and you want to use it. For example, if you pull a legendary dragon, right? And you want to use the legendary dragon, obviously you can't throw him into your main team at level 1, so you use the chicken for that, right? Again, spend the meat on the top 3 rarity dragons that you have. Very simple. Good. Okay, so this was another talking point. I think that helps some people, hopefully. 9 out of my 10 dragons are 25 or above. The 10th is like 300 foot away. Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, meat will only be useful if you pull a new dragon or at the start. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what the next talking point is. We have a couple of minutes before we do the keep. Comparison to Rise to War about spending. Okay, this fits here nicely as well. I think this game is a lot cheaper than Rise to War. Now, there are some important things to consider. First of all, this game is currently in the soft launch, right? This means it's not an official international game everywhere yet. Yeah, some countries do not have access. What does this mean? This means that developers will give you very attractive deals at the start, and then later on those deals are gonna become worse, right? We saw exactly the same in Rise to War. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say about that. This is just how mobile games work. It's completely normal. Compared to Rise to War, the spending is significantly less though, because you do not need gear. The dragons don't wear gear, okay? So the only thing you can spend money on is increasing the star level of your dragons. That's the only thing, essentially, right? There is no gear, there are no talents or relics, nothing like this exists yet here. Yeah, there's also no relics here, obviously. It's literally just starring up the dragons for now. Now, do I think it will stay this way? I don't know. I mean, this will be up to the developers. But if you compare the amount of money that people have spent in Rise to War just to get very specific gear pieces, I would say this game is significantly cheaper, right? So I think that's really important to note. Yeah, and I mean, they give you a legendary commander right at the start. I don't think we ever got that in Rise to War. It was never possible, at least not when I started, it was never possible that you got a tier 3 commander for like $10 at the start of season 1. That was not possible. You could buy a bunch of respect items, but it didn't give you an insta unlock. So it currently seems that this game is pretty nice in terms of spending. Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot to compete. Yeah, if we look at the rankings, for example, we can also see this here. Now, I've spent a bit of money, like I already said. I didn't spend that much, to be honest. I spent much less than when I started Rise to War. But if you ignore me, this guy is completely free to play. Lexus, yeah, hasn't spent a cent, and he's currently ranked in number 4 on the server with like a pretty big lead on some of the other players. So, and I think he hasn't even played today. So it's definitely a game that is more free-to-play friendly than some of the others I have seen. Yeah. Here is Tassie, right, in number 10. I know she also didn't spend a lot of money yet, so you know, it's not entirely pay to win. I think that's my opinion, and I think that's pretty accurate. So compared to Rise to War, the spending is much better for now, and I think it will also stay this way for a little while at least. Oh, you haven't spent anything yet. Okay, so yeah, top 10 is free to play. I mean, in Rise to War that was impossible, even like at the start. Like, yeah. Of course, it also depends on the people who are on the server and stuff. But you know, you can just see from the deals and the other things that this game is a lot cheaper. Yeah. So yeah, so I think that's good. And like I said, they're great rewards. We looked at some of them. Now here's also, so the best chest is the last one. And when you take King's Landing, you get... here it is. No, it's not here. It's, where was this? Was it here? Okay, the first of all, you get a gold key just by upgrading your main hall. And what does this gold key do? It's called Dragonfire key. I call it gold key, but yeah, the official name is Dragonfire key. This key allows you to open a chest where you can only pull purple and gold dragons. And that's very, very important, yeah? This is also something that never existed in Rise to War. You never had a chest where you can only pull tier 3s and tier 2s, right? And that's a big deal. Big, big deal. Why is this chest so good? I will quickly show this. I'm not sure if I showed it last time, but this is important to understand. So this is a really big deal, yeah? Because here you have a chance to obtain only epic and legendary dragon relics, and you get either 15, 200 or 1,000, yeah? This is so much value, yeah? And you just get this by upgrading your main hall, essentially, right? Like I said. You can't buy these keys. It's not possible to buy them unless I've missed something. Yeah. I don't think... Currently, there are no ways to buy this. Maybe there are different store offers or something. I don't know. I have not seen this in the store yet. So I think this is also good because the spenders can only open these chests pretty much, right? And this is something that is like... where free-to-play players have a chance to really catch up. Like if you pull a legendary dragon with 1,000, that's crazy, right? Like you will be far ahead of other people. I would say rewards are way better in this game compared to Rise as well, especially the gold keys. Yeah, that's basically what I just covered, right? We need Dragon Riders 2.0 at the end of this game. No, Impala, we don't need Dragon Riders. We are very happy with what we have here. Hope we never get 2.0 here. Yeah, no, I hope so too. But this chest is really good, yeah? Really, really good chest, and yeah, you can't buy these keys, like I said, so you get them through unlocks. Now, I'm like 99% sure there was somewhere, maybe it was here, campaign, yeah, here it was. Look, hold King's Landing at campaign's end, you get 5 golden keys by, like, under quotation mark, winning the season. In Rise to War, winning the season, we got a shitty accessory that wasn't updated in like 4 years. Yeah? Huge difference. Like gigantic difference. So, just throwing that out there, right? Now again, of course some of these things may change. I think this, honestly, like, I think this is a bit too much. Like, I think they should like reduce the free rewards a little bit. But yeah, just to show, like, there's really a lot of stuff available here. And you also get a lot of coins by doing things, right? You can read through this at your own time. But basically all of this stuff, you will get it throughout the campaign, right? And of course, each of these stages have gold coins as well, right? You can see this here. Very simple. Good. Okay, 5 golden keys. Wow, so mid-December will be busy for us. Yeah, exactly. So, of course, we want to win our first season to get these keys, and yeah. Yeah, I know, 4 minutes until you keep. Okay, and that's all I wanted to say about the spending. So I think this game is way better in terms of spending compared to some of the other games, right? So, no question for me about that. Oh. I think this is the first time where I have run out of stone. Anyway, so we have the keep now. I'm gonna go to my dragon, who is already stationed there. The main dragon needs to be in a ruin close to the keep, right? Or relatively close to the keep at least. And the siege armies will just stand beside the keep. And we will see how it goes. So these keeps are very tough. There are 25 armies with 9,375 power. I'm on 13,000, these are soldiers actually, not power. I'm on 13,200 soldiers for now. So, you know, not everyone will be able to to take out the full army yet. So we will see. And I have 3 minutes and 1 second march time, so I will send it now. Yep, that's fine. And we will see how this goes. Yeah. So last time, I mean, we didn't really try it last time, but the armies are very tough, so we'll see if we can get past the NPC defenders as a first step. We have, how many armies do we have here? 22, 18, 7, 4, and 2. Okay. Siege is looking a little bit light, I guess. I would have expected this number to be a bit closer to 40 or 50, but alright. I will check, I will just click here and scroll through this later and check who showed up. Because as you know, we only play with active players. So once we have completed this, I will take a look later. And there are some here as well, right? Ah, there are 42 here. Okay, I haven't clicked here. Okay, that's good. So the turnout is actually, the turnout looks pretty good. Okay, good. I forgot to click on the one tile. Sweet. All right. Yes, I know. I saw it. Relax. Okay. It's all good. I saw it. I will still scroll through the names. Don't worry, to make sure you know that everyone showed up, and we'll see who didn't. And I have to message these people still who have applied. This is laggy, yeah. But who we do not have space for right now. Good. Alright, I sent my second main as well, actually. Why not? Again, so I will change my first and my second army. I already know what I'm going to change. But for now, we will just stick with the highest level dragons. It's no biggie. Crisis averted, yes. Yeah, I mean the siege is pretty tough here. Like this, it's not gonna be so easy, right? There's 14 armies left still. Okay, I think we might have to reinforce. Let's check out the stalemate first. So how did we do here? Okay, we took out. This was not an entirely full army, but yeah, I mean it was pretty full. We took out 2 armies and didn't take too many losses, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. We got a nice unit counter here. Here we didn't, so that's good. So there are 11 armies left now. I'll just wait for the stalemate to finish, and then I will do the full refill, I think. The troops don't really matter. I'm pretty rich on resources anyway, so there are 7 armies left now. Okay. My second army will maybe take out 1, so that will leave 6. There goes my stalemate. Nice. Okay, let's see how much I've left here. Yep. So this was a disadvantage fight, right? We finished. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this army was already dead anyway. We finished this army. And okay, we got stuck here. Good. So I will recall to my ruins. I will refill and then we will attack again. There's only 2 armies left now. Okay, very nice. Yeah, not bad. So, I mean, we have some people who spend significant amounts of money already, so these keeps are definitely not easy. But yeah, I mean, it's season 1, I guess, so it makes a lot of sense. I get fucked up by these armies. Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. These armies are pretty tough. Let's see if Veneto can finish the last army here. I think it should be okay. Depending on how much... Oh, it's already empty. Cool. Sweet. Okay. And now we siege. Now we siege. Beautiful. I have 3 siege armies here today. You know, just playing it safe. We will recall Vaga to the base. He is no longer needed. Or she's no longer needed, actually. She's still walking for a few seconds. I'll siege again. Okay, the siege is going a little bit faster than I expected. That's good. But to be fair, there's also some other alliances here. I haven't called it. I just posted in the chat when we do the keep. And I guess some of them decided to show up, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, it's going a bit faster than I thought it would. We're already almost down to half. So yeah, the armies is really the big deal here. The siege seems to be quite easy, which is good. These objectives should not be impossible to siege, that's for sure. How do you know which dragons are male and female? It says it in the description, actually. So I just stick to that. Like if you click here and you look at Vaga here, right? Here, for she is not just a dragon, but history itself given wings, right? Tashix is actually also a she. Okay, I said that wrong, I guess. I guess most of them are women, actually. This is... it doesn't say here. This is a he. Okay, Vela is a he. Interesting. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, I am gonna recall Vega now because I do want to try some army stuff and he takes a while to walk back. Or she takes a while to walk back, so let us do that. No, I literally just remember it for Vega. I haven't looked at the others yet, but yeah, I guess, I mean, for the main team you will remember it, I guess. Okay. We already finished it. Nice. So it's done. This other team got it, so shame on the people who... no, I'm just kidding. Okay, nice. So we finished our first keep. Very beautiful. Yeah, the siege was fast, so that's good. Very nice. I thought maybe like the numbers were a bit too high, but I guess this was not the case, so sweet. Good. Does this show on the map now? This is also what I'm wondering. It doesn't, okay. Ah, it does, yeah. We have this blue color now around this region. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, looks cool. I can get behind that. That doesn't look too bad. Now, do we get the reward immediately? That's also a good question. I don't think so, right? How does this work? Okay, so we do get it immediately, I guess. 6,200 and 6,300. Nice. And then we have to wait 2 more days and 17 hours before we can go to the next stage. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, cool. Okay. So now we have some meat to spend. Yay! Let's see. So this would be here. Okay, so you didn't get it. We didn't get it yet. That's interesting. I guess it is at the end of the chapter. Is that possible? We get the prizes after the first phase ends. Yeah, there we go. Good. That's what I figured. Yeah, I think it's like similar to Rise to War, where even if you finish the chapter early, you get the rewards at the end. Makes sense. Yes. Okay, good. So we don't get the meat today. We get it in 2 days and 17 hours, which is fine. By that point, it will be useless anyway. But yeah, okay, cool. So that's nice. Yeah, so next we will have to take the other level 1 strongholds, which are... So we might take this one tomorrow. This is our closest tile here. We could take this one as well. Here we already have a connecting tile. Okay, so we will take this one. Impala did a good job. Okay, I will write this now so that we don't forget. Is there a way to post the coordinates? I guess here. I will just post the coordinates here because here it's not possible. Ah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, sometimes this button are a little bit hard to find. Okay. We'll just stick with the same time. I think that works for most people. The Asians, the Europeans, and the Americans. So tomorrow, Monday, 20 UTC, we take, what is this called? White Harbor. Okay. Tomorrow, Monday, 20 UTC, we take White Harbor. And is this only with O? Good. Cool. Okay, and this should be the same difficulty level as the one we took today. Yep, 25 armies with 9,375 and roughly 18 million siege. Good. So we have to wait for almost 3 more days. Yes, it looks like it. It looks like it. But that's okay. I mean, there is no rush. I think the season is like 55 days or something. Where does it even say that? Here. Yeah, we have 53 days left roughly. So plenty of time. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this was the first part. So this is all done now. Let's take a look at the battle report quickly. I clicked on the wrong button. Let's see how we did. So my second army didn't get to hit essentially, right? Which means that only Mr. A-Team got to hit, and we have... So this report, we did 2,885 on Vagar, 2,558 on Tashix, and 1,960 on Cyrex. Okay. Yep, that looks like a pretty standard report. We have the plus 20% boost to the dragon stats because we are playing ranged units here. They have a triple synergy, which is very nice. And then we got a pretty good stalemate here as well. Tashix did 3,621, Vega 3,254, and Cyrex 2,421. So, like I said, Tashix hits very, very hard. I like her a lot. I think she's very good. and she's quite easily obtainable for most people. So you don't need her at 5 stars necessarily. She will do similar at lower star levels, right? Then we cleaned up this army. Sure, there was not basically nothing left, right? And then we had one more stalemate, where we did pretty decent damage, honestly. Like, this looks roughly equal. We were at a disadvantage with the troops, right? The troops are random, so you can't control for that. And Tashix did 1,136, Vega did 1,372, and Cyrix 1,136. Yeah, so you can see a lot of the damage comes from your troops, of course, and if you have less troops, then you do less damage, right? Very simple and intuitive to understand. Yes, I noticed that as well, Tassi. The stuff doesn't disappear when you write here, which is really, really cool. Yeah, in LLTR, if you wrote something here, like hi, for example, and then you went on the map and you went back, it was gone, but here it stays. Yeah, it's very cool. A nice feature. Okay, so yeah, so we did pretty well. I'm quite happy with these results. The siege was fast. Everyone should be happy. Tom messaged me, in market there's a chance for gold keys to show for 500. Aha, okay. I see. So there is but you still have to get lucky to get it, I guess. It's not like an assured thing. I didn't buy anything in the store yet, so except for the resources, right? So I guess here you have a chance that it shows up. So I guess if it shows up, you should buy it. the golden key. Yeah, okay, cool. I did not know that. That's good to know. Okay, so the plan is we will take like one keep every day now, pretty much. We'll stick with the same time. I think it was fun. Yeah, we'll just do the next one tomorrow. Next one after that. We don't have to stress out with these keeps. We'll just go at the chill pace, right? And we have to take all of these anyway, so it will take some time. The other factions did not take anything yet, as far as I can tell. So these guys took some towns. Speed, cool. But no keep taken yet. These guys took some towns as well. God, Magical Empire, and Vampire-born. We are RDR, of course, and we have LOTR, from LOTR to War. I guess this is also some Rise to War players. And we have DTA, Death to All. Okay, sure. And we have Warg, apparently. Wargs of Middle-earth. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we took the fast keep on the map, which is nice. Okay, so let's see. Asu said, don't do 10 tiles. Yeah, no, definitely not. No, it's not Isegrim. It's definitely not Isegrim. 10 tiles are very, very tough. I think I'm quite far away from that. I actually wanted to try one tomorrow, but I mean, this is just too tough. I can't defeat two armies that have 19,500 troops, right? I have to level the stuff more in these sections. Here, this needs to go to the last level. Then I should probably boost the archers a bit and the dragon strength. So that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to upgrade still, right? So I will just wait for the 10s. I think it's way too expensive to do them right now. If we look at my level 9s, I think I took like one level 9 today. On the level 9, it really depends on RNG or who you get, pretty much. Sometimes I do them quite easily. Sometimes they are much harder. I think this was a pretty bad one. Yeah. I'm not really sure what happened here that this report looks like this, but Yeah, I know, like the damage on my guys seems fine. Calspire did like 4k. Yeah, uh, maybe he got like some lucky RNG proc or something. I don't know. But I mean, I don't think like, oh, it's lagging. This is not the title that it, yeah. I think his title is pretty RNG based, to be honest. So, you know, it can happen that you get unlucky, I suppose. Here we had a much, like, look at this. Okay, this is level 8 actually. But I had another level 9 that looked a lot better. Here we ended up winning, nice. Yeah, it seems the Calspire is really the problem. He's always doing so much damage. Let's check his title. He's very annoying, yeah. I don't have him unlocked yet, yeah. So what is this? After each basic attack, 40% chance to deal tactical damage. Also this is, yeah, so a lot of RNG, right? With bleed. So the bleed is probably pretty relevant. And he is 6 stars, so... Aha, okay, so he also does the physical damage, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is very, very RNG based sounding to me, so... I'm not sure like this damage is totally consistent, but yeah. You can see the level 9 tiles are still pretty tough. Yeah. Here's a much better one, for example, right? Like, no Calspire here, and we dominated this army pretty nicely. I mean, these guys are like legendary dragons with 6 stars, right? I mean, that's crazy for a level 9 tile. That's crazy, man. Yeah. So the tiles are very tough, but here, I mean, this report I'm pretty happy with. Now, the really interesting dragon that I want to show you, and I played around with him a lot now. Let's go to one of these reports, maybe even earlier. Maybe we go to one of these. Yeah, this is a very good report. So, yeah, I mean, this is a nice one. So we are 6 levels down from the enemy tile, right? I will be honest, these two guys, I just threw them in there. I just wanted to try out the Malachite dragon, and pretty much like I just took 2 purple ones that were low level, and you know they are probably not amazing with him. Now this guy has good synergy, but the other one I just said hopefully he does some damage, whatever. But here you can see we are fighting 6 levels down. I have 1 star on Malachite and 2 stars on these guys. We do have the counter here, of course, yes, but I would say this is a really good report. Like, considering the level and the troop difference here, right? Like, pretty good, I would say. We also don't have the full dragon stat boost, right? Like, this guy doesn't have a stat boost here. So yeah, so this report intrigued me. And the reason why this report was good is because he healed for 212 with one of his titles. And this guy also healed, but it's not this title that heals, it's another one. Yeah, that's why I said we can look at him as well. So this is a very interesting dragon. This is basically like Mouth of Sauron from Rise to War. This guy, Rysarion, he has at 2 stars, you get this title. At the start of round 1, reduce damage dealt by all enemies and allies by 50% for 3 rounds. At the start of round 4, apply recovery to 3 allies in any lane. So basically this guy reduces the damage you get early, and then from round 4 onwards he heals you. And if you combine this with the other healer, right? I didn't have the title unlocked back then because the dragon was not level 16, but if you have this, you increase your recovery, and you have additional recovery with this title as well, right? So you have a lot of heals, and I think that's pretty cool. I think this is worth exploring or trying out in PvP. I haven't seen a report this good from any of the other dragons yet, to be honest, because most of them, when you fight a lot of levels down, you just get destroyed, right? Like, I mean, this is impressive. Like, here we don't even have the unit counter. Like, this is there's definitely something there, yeah. And here he healed for 300, and now what I said, the other heal doesn't show because it's a different title from the guy that heals, but it works fine. I already checked this. If we go to round 4 here, right? Yeah, here we go. Malachite is under the effect of Ebbing Fury from Rysarian, recovers 14 total troops. And then you have, in some rounds, the Malachite heal as well, right? Here's the Ebbing Fury. It also accepts, like, the heal affects 3, right? So all of your dragons, which is very cool. Okay, let's see if we can see the mana. Yeah, Warden's Rally on itself. This is also cool. The heal can activate on the dragon itself, and it doesn't conflict with the other heal, right? Which is how it should be. Recovers 28 total troops. And then Sivan also recovers 28 total troops. So, I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Yeah. And you get this pretty consistently, so it's good. I like it. Yeah. Actually, now that I'm reading this, the Rysarian one might not work entirely correctly. Let me just read the title one more time. Aha! Okay, no. So this is basically like a nuke heal in round 4. Okay, I see. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. If we go to round 4 here. Yeah. I've never seen this before. I don't know what it means. Under the effect of Sentinel's presence from itself, habit recovery output mod effect not implemented. Sentinel's presence from itself, 25 instinct, is under the effect of Ebbing Fury from Rysarian, recovers 12 total troops. Okay, so this is the title we were looking for, right? Which is like nuke heal in round 4 essentially. Yeah, and then again, I haven't seen this before. This is like the first time I see it. Aha, this is maybe the case because he had full troops anyway, I guess. So, I mean, obviously, if he doesn't, yeah. So this is round 1. He hasn't lost any troops yet, so he can't heal. Yeah, okay. No, this makes sense. Yeah. And I guess this carries over for the rest, but I haven't seen this before. This is a bit weird. I've looked at a lot of reports of this guy already, and it always like worked pretty well from what I could tell. Oh, this is the one we just looked at. Yeah. Let's scroll down a bit here. Yep, this is fine. Yeah. Measured activates Warden's Rally. Oh no, wait, this was a different title. What is the Sentinel title then? It said something like Sentinel? What does it say? What title is this? Let's see. Sentinel's Presence. Okay, let's see. What does that Sentinel's Presence do? That's the leadership title, right. At level 16 plus and deployed in the Vanguard, increase your recovery dealt by 15% and instincts by 25%. Increase fire damage dealt by 16% of the ally deployed in the left flank. Okay, so your recovery dealt by 15% should be increased. Okay, so why does this not activate? That's the puzzle for today. Why would this not activate? Habit recovery output mod effect not implemented. That's interesting. Huh. So the heal works fine, but the leadership title doesn't work. Why exactly? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Because the other part activates correctly. You do get the 25 instinct. This might be a bug, to be honest. This might be a bug. Because he's level 16, right? Yeah, of course. Level 21, yeah. This is interesting. So the heal works fine, but the leadership title, there's something fishy there. I will screenshot it and send it to the developers. I think they goofed the code here. Because there's really nothing that activates before, like, you know. Yeah, this is all fine. There's nothing happening. Yep. Funny. Funny. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so what I wanted to say was, the healer is very good in this game, so you should get him. And I will, actually we can do this right now. Let us, did I recall the siege? I guess I didn't recall the siege yet. Oh, I did, okay, cool. Okay, so let us make, let me show the armies that I think will be very good. Let's leave this army for now. This army we also leave. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so to disband the army, this is also a bit complicated. You have to zoom in, click on the dragon, right? And then on this red button. And then for the last one, it will say disband and you will say yes. This is also something that I think can be done with a lot less clicks. But, you know, it is what it is. If there's another way to do it, please tell me. Because I have not found one, right? So do let me know. I always do it this way now, which doesn't seem very efficient. Okay, I'm just gonna disband all of the armies. We'll make them fresh. Okay, now the bread and butter army, like I showed before, I think this army is very safe to play. Now, yeah, this is fine. Now, you have to consider, we have 2 legendaries here, right? This is not going to be available to most people, but this army is very strong. You have Veigar in the middle, right? She has a lot of damage and a lot of defense. She taunts. Like I said, great commander. The leadership title is pretty good. We can look at it. Let's look at it from this perspective. It's a bit easier. So you can play her as a leader and she will get this title. At level 16 plus and deployed in the vanguard, reduce your damage received by 8%. Increase tactical damage dealt by 16% of ally deployed in the left flank. So basically, the most important part here is you reduce your damage received by 8%. Right? This is universal damage. Very, very cool. Then we have Fiery Bonds. Each round 50% chance to deal tactical damage to one enemy with adjacency. This just means it will do tactical damage pretty much. Also there's a 50% chance to taunt 3 enemies in any lane for 2 rounds. This chance is increased to 100% against targets inflicted with burn. So we don't have a lot of commanders that inflict burn yet, or dragons, but the first part of this is very good, right? The taunt and the tactical damage. And then as you star her up, you get some more stuff. Here you reduce the physical damage and fire damage received by 20% for 3 rounds. Very, very strong as well. Also at the start of round 4, increase your recovery received by 25%. And this is exactly why I think she will go really well together with the healer, right? And then we have at the start of combat, increase physical damage dealt by 12.5% of one ally in any lane. Good. So it prioritizes the right lane, so in the right flank you want a physical damage dealer, which is usually a warrior, right? So very simple. So she's very good. You can put her in the leadership slot, you can put her in one of the flanks, preferably the left one, if anything, and she will do the job. Tashix we already talked about. I think this is one of the best titles in the game with special damage. Each round 50% chance to gain 1 stack of Mirage, it maxes out at 10 stacks, and then you deal fire damage to 2 enemies, and this fire damage increases for each stack of Mirage, right? Very simple, lots of damage. You have some stat boosts, yes. You have some tactical damage defense, and she's not the leader, so this is irrelevant, right? And then Cyrex, you play her because of pretty much this. At the start of combat, increase intelligence and instincts by 6.5% of all 3 allies until the end, right? So good stat boost, and she has some tactical damage, which is why I play her in the left lane, right? She has fire damage as well, but there's currently no fire damage synergy in the army as I have it right now, right? And you also have a 50% chance to grant 1 other ally in any lane first strike for 2 rounds, which translates to initiative in Rise to War, right? Good. Now, if you only have Vhagar and you don't have Cyrex, but you do have Tashix, you can swap out Cyrex for pretty much any commander that does tactical damage. Okay? For example, Vela does tactical damage, right? Yeah, she's a very good fit in this role as well, as I already said. So she would go in the left lane, or he would go in the left lane, whatever it is. The dragon would go in the left lane. Very, very strong commander, and I saw a lot of good reports with him as well, but yeah, so it just depends on which dragons you have, right? So if you don't have Cyrex, put Vela in the left lane, no problem. You can put Deimos as physical damage, so he should go in the right lane, intuitively. Yeah, so he's just a physical guy. Now, this guy, Shadowrend, has tactical damage, right? Cool. He can potentially fit into that slot. The other stuff here is just stat manipulations. Yep. Vespa has tactical damage. So you have some blue options as well, right? I'm just giving you some opportunities. This guy does not fit, yeah, in this army. So Antarius does not fit with Vhagar and Tashix. Bevlerin doesn't fit. Soul Striker would be okay, right? Not great, because also mostly physical damage, but he would be okay, you could say. Yep. Yeah, so this, it's really like, this is the main thing you're looking at most of the time, the active title. If this goes hand in hand with your leadership title, it's usually good. If it doesn't, it's bad. Okay, these guys don't fit. So Sivan would be okay. He does tactical damage as well, to 2 enemies even. Shimmer would be okay. Yeah, you can see like I said, the sentinels and the champions mostly fit this tactical damage role, right? He's a hunter, so he has fire damage, not tactical damage. Those are 2 different types of damage, very important. And this guy doesn't have tactical damage, right? Like you start to understand, you start to see champions and sentinels can have tactical damage, right? Those guys you want in the left lane with the army that I just described, right? Here's an exception, a warrior doing tactical damage. I guess it's also possible, right? But yeah, like I said, mostly sentinels and the champions. So you have some options here for the left lane. Now instead of Vaga, replacing Vaga is a bit difficult, simply because the stats of the blue dragons are not that great, right? I don't think there's any blue dragon with a taunt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no. Nope. Yeah, there. So I mean, you can see like taunt is obviously pretty good, right? And with the blue dragons, you are a little bit limited here. But I mean, if anything, you will put one of the warriors or champion blue dragons in the middle, right? So you could put Thunderstrike. I'm just checking the skills quickly as well. Yeah, you could put Thunderstrike in that spot. You could put Soul Striker in that spot, right? You could put Shadowrend in that spot, which I already did for one of my armies. And that's pretty much it. So those are the comps you can replace Vega with. And of course with the purple ones you have slightly more options. I think I saw a taunt in one of the purple ones. I forgot which one it was, but I think one of them has a taunt somewhere. Or like I said, this guy is also good because you have the damage reduction for everyone, right? So this guy is also fine to play in the as a vanguard, of course, because he has this like very interesting title, right? Was it one of these? Yeah, this guy. Each round 30% chance to deal physical damage to one enemy in the same lane, tactical, blah blah. 50% chance to taunt all targets with 2 rounds. Yeah, there you go. So Vaeldra is a very good replacement for Vega as well. If you are on the purple side. I think he's the only purple one with a taunt. Yeah, so that's the guy you want to play instead of Vega. And the blue ones, we already went through them. Now on the right hand, you want someone who does a lot of damage, preferably physical damage, right? I think fire damage is okay for the right lane as well. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's like you want tactical or fire damage in the left lane. You want this tanky guy in the middle, and then on the right lane you want physical damage. But not 100% sure yet. And Tajix has been doing fine for me in the right lane. So I think it just depends a bit on like what your leadership title does, right? But I have seen, like we saw in the report I showed before, right? You can remember who was it? Kyle Spire was in the right lane and he was tearing me apart. So I guess you don't have to have physical damage in the right lane. It's just that your right lane dragon should do a lot of damage essentially, right? Tajix is very good, like I said. Vela doesn't do that much damage, to be honest. It's okay, but I think there are better ones. I will try to play around with Venator a bit, so he has double strike chance, which sounds pretty good to me. If you already have the double strike, you deal 3 instances of physical damage to one enemy in any lane instead, right? So that's not bad. And he also provides a bit of stat reduction versus the enemy. Sounds quite interesting. Crimson has the physical damage and the fire damage with the stun chance. Also an interesting title. Not a lot of stuns in this game yet, so if you get a stun, I mean it's very very strong, right? Yeah, but I only have him on 1 star, and it's not that amazing. Caraxes is very strong. Yeah, so you can see Caraxes and Cyrex go hand in hand, right, with the first strike stuff. If you haven't noticed that yet, where was this? Was it here? Yeah. So these guys have synergy, right, which makes sense if you know the lore. But yeah, so there are these like little synergies, but I'm not gonna focus too much on them right now. I think they're quite like not important. Most important is that you have one dragon that does a shit ton of damage to the right lane, right? And you take the one that does the most for you. It might be a 6-star blue dragon, it might be a 2-star purple dragon. You just have to try out some stuff, and like I said before, it depends on who your leader is, right? So yeah, so the Mars can do some damage, yeah. Physical, right? You have burn, there's burn and bleed in this game. From the blue dragons, the ones who have the most damage, I think, are Antares. Yep, that looks pretty good. And I honestly haven't seen this guy do that great. And this is also, it's okay, but not that special. Yeah, I think Antares is your best bet for like high damage in terms of blue dragons. And this guy should be okay as well. Thunderstrike, yeah. This sounds like a pretty decent title. So one of those guys in the right lane, and you should be good to go. Yeah. Now I've given you some options on what to choose, right? Some very brief overview on armies. Now I will dive into what I will do. So I will look at this healing a bit more in detail again about the title, because I want to play Malachite as a leader with Vhagar in the left lane, and then either Venator or Tashix in the right lane, okay? And I think this army should do better than the one I currently have, simply because of the heal, right? I think the heal is very strong, and if this doesn't work for whatever reason, then it's still very good, because yeah, it's a heal, right? It's very good. Even if you don't do enough damage to kill the enemy army, you will always lose very few troops, and it just sounds good to me. Now I only have him on 1 star yet, sadly, 0 out of 40, so maybe I get some lucky pulls. I don't think this is like entirely necessary, right? Of course it's nice to have it, but I think I will get by without having access to this for now. And he's like really a support, like he gives other stat boosts as well, right? Like this is like a Galadriel basically, or a 1.0 Kirun, or a 1.0 Sauron, right? So I think we can cook up some really cool stuff with him, and I will play him with Vhagar and Venator for now. I will see how this goes, and I will post some reports. Now my second army, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Cyrex and Caraxes in the 2 lanes. And then in the center, I'm not entirely sure yet. I saw Demoros is a pretty good tank. Yeah. Instincts and Initiative, we just have to check what that does again. I don't remember everything now. Instincts is the tactical damage, right? So Cyrex will go in the left lane, right? Yes. So this sounds like a pretty good team. Now if I don't want to do Crimson, I'll just take one of the purple ones, like this one, right? He sounds pretty good. Demoros. Like I said, you can use him as a tank before already. He's a warrior, should be fine. And I think I might skip out on some of these boosts actually. I don't think it's that important, to be honest. Like these 20% stats, I'm not really convinced like you should structure your army totally around that. It does make a difference, but it's not like as big as people may think it is, right? So I'll play around with this a bit as well and see if we can find out some info. And then with the third team, I want to put this guy in there just because of this title. I think like with the third army, you can put some crowd control and some heal, right? Which is what this guy does. And then I just throw like Tashix and Vela in there as well for the damage. And I think those will be like 3 pretty solid armies that I'm gonna do. We can do a test run right now. Unfortunately, I do not have a lot of chickens, but meat, but it doesn't matter. So what I will do is I will put this guy in the middle. There we go. I forgot to check the affinities. So he's horses. I think we go for the melee troops, most likely. So if we go for the melee troops here, then we put a Vagar in the left lane, like I said, right? And then we put the physical guy in the right lane, which is Venator. Yeah. And this is the army I do want to try out. Let's see how it goes. Let's just look for a level 8 tile. Let's see. Any level 8 tile will be fine. Okay, I do need to tile here, that's fine. Let's get rid of these. Make a tiling army. You just use the commander that you use the least for tiling, right? There we go. I will give him one of his affinities, of course. And then you just tile with this guy. I do want to try the wood tile. Where was it? Here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 tiles either way. Okay. No, it's 3. We can reach from here. Nice. And see how it goes. I'm curious to see like if the title is really bugged, the leadership title. Alright, I gotta go. My dog is insisting outside is the best place to be right now. Thanks for the education stream again. Let's see if I can make top 5 as free to play. Good luck, Tessie. Yeah, you're doing well. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let's see how this army does. Now, obviously, my dragons are under-leveled, right? Only Vagar's 33. The other 2 are 21 and 25, so this might be a bit tough, but we will see how it goes. But this title, I mean, this should trigger fine. I'm not really sure why this is not triggering the first part. Increase your recovery dealt by 15%, yeah? I mean, yes? This should work fine. If not, I will send to the support. Gotta get up mega early tomorrow. Thanks for streaming. Good night. Good night, Atze. Sleep well. These are ranged. I forgot if ranged have a counter, to be honest, in the troop type that I selected, but we will see. Okay, let's go. We can drop this tile. We do have an advantage into the ranged. Okay, let's see how it goes. Yeah, and we can compare it to some of the other reports I pulled on the level 8 tiles. I have quite a few of those today, I think. Yeah, this one for example. I mean, I guess this was already pretty good, to be honest. A level 8 food tile, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good. With level 16s. Oh, the Thai was already dead. I'm tripping. The Thai was already dead, yeah. I didn't take level 8 with this army yet. No. Yeah, this army was already dead. Forget what I said, but we can compare it to these ones here. That's what I want to compare it to. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, so we will see. We will see if it's better or worse or the same. This was pretty rough, but this was a 9, yeah. Okay, so it's like 10k and we didn't kill. And here it was like 9k and we didn't kill. The old man needs sleep, I see. Good night. Still need 2 armies for a 7 tile. Nice, let's go. Okay, let's see how this goes. I have no idea, to be honest. And most importantly, I will check if the leadership title triggers, because, I mean, if that doesn't trigger, then I guess my theory is a bit in trouble with the healing. Let's see. Okay. Stalemate, yeah, that's fine. Veigar did 3.1k, that's pretty good. Venator did 2.8k, okay. I think that's a bit less than what Tashix does, actually. And we are on... So we lost 3,300 troops here. 3,300 troops lost. Let's see. Here we lost more. Yeah, we start with more, we lose more. We lose 3,900, right? Yes, 3,900. Okay, and we get them down to 1,923. And these guys, we didn't have the counter here, but obviously, like I said, like these guys are high level, blah blah blah, right? So we got them down to 1,862. Yeah, so this was actually a little bit better than the other report. Yeah, not bad, I guess. Is there another level 6 tile here? Let's check. Maybe we found one more. Here. Good. Let's check this one as well. This might be a counter. Ugh. This might be bad, actually. But let's see. Okay, so that's, I mean, that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Our heal was 592 dead troops were healed. Okay. That's not bad. Basically compensating for one of their titles, right? And I mean, he's 11 levels down. Like, that's not bad, man. Not bad at all. If we look at the report here, did the title fizzle again? Yeah, fizzled again. Okay. This must be a bug. I will message them. Send a habit recovery output mod effect not implemented. Okay. The heal works fine. So we have 43 total troops healed here, which is pretty good. 51 troops healed. Yeah, I mean, looks good to me. Only the leadership title seems to be problematic. Now if this is a counter, I'm not gonna attack into it. It's not a counter. Okay, let's see. I'm not like Venetor is like not. I'm not entirely happy with this guy, but it's a little bit too much RNG for me in his kit, you know. But there's not really a great replacement option except for Tashix, who does fire damage, right? So I'm not sure yet. Okay, we can send this guy. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We can send this guy home. Okay, this is now without the counter boost. Yeah, I mean, pretty consistent. 3,200 damage taken, right? 2,463 left. He needs to do a bit more damage, then it would be very nice. But yeah. I wonder if one of the dragons I don't have yet, he also has this affinity for the tactical damage. Okay. I mean, this doesn't sound that amazing, to be honest. Like, tactical damage, okay. And he's the only one left with that troop type, okay. Yeah, I know, it's a bit tricky. I mean, of course, if these guys get higher stars, yeah, so he will boost himself, right? Yep. Yep. He has a kit that works very well at the higher stars for sure. Let's see what happens at 6 stars. If you have already deal 3 additional, okay. I see. Okay, this is pretty good, yeah. I mean, it seems good to me, to be honest. It seems pretty good. This is definitely slightly less losses with lower level dragons than I had previously. We just still struggle to kill the enemy in one go, which it is what it is. At 6 stars, man, it could be good. Yes, like in LTR, at Zenith 10 it will be good, don't worry. Yeah. But I mean, there's not that many options yet, you know. Like, it's not like your opponents will play stuff that is better necessarily, right? And yeah, like I said, maybe I will try Tashix without the boost, without the affinity boost. I like Tashix. I already said that, very good. I like Shimmering Mirage. It's a lot of damage. And the other ones are not really like fantastic options. There's also a lot of RNG here, right? Like with Caraxes. It's tough. It is tough. We could try Vela in the right lane as well. The Vanguard is this guy doing tactical damage too? I think so, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, could try Vela in this lane. Advantage sounds pretty good. But it's also again a 30% chance. Like, it's just, there's a lot of percentages in this game, you know. I think I'll just stick with this for now, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get rid of this tile. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We have this time we lost a little bit more, I think. Sivan did a lot of damage there. Oh, we did like negative damage on Veneto here. That's crazy. How does that work? Did he get like 0 double strikes in 10 rounds, or let's see. I guess it only shows you when the effect triggers successfully. Okay, sure. Didn't get it yet. I guess we really got like 0 double attacks in 10 rounds. Okay, sure. I suppose that's unlucky. Let's see the other report where he did a bit more damage. This one. Yeah, this one seems pretty fine. I'm confused. Why is he not getting the follow-up? Aha, here he got it. Okay. So this seems to happen very rarely. Here we go. Yeah, this is looking more like it. Fair strike. Okay, here we go. So I see. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so basically he needs one of these rounds where it triggers twice to do like decent damage. Okay. I see. Yeah. Interesting. Let's compare this. Crimson has chance to stun. Will be interesting to see how CC make an impact in this game. Yeah, problem is it's like very low percent chance, right? Like, I don't know. It's not great. And we need stone to upgrade this. Jesus. Are these the only things left to upgrade for this chapter? Storehouse, foundry ground. Okay. Well, let's grab some stone, I guess. We need 200k, I think, right? So where is the stone? Here. Should be enough. Yeah, it's lagging a bit, but I think this is enough. 25% and later 30%. Yeah, there's also a commander that increases the chance of everyone, or a dragon, but unfortunately the rest of his kit is not that fantastic. It's a bit tricky, yeah? Okay, let's upgrade the foundry or the granary, I guess. Okay, we have to do the storehouse first. Sweet. Good. Okay, so we finish this chapter tomorrow. Nice. Okay, let's compare this quickly. I just want to try it out. So why do we have Vega in the left lane here again? It's because she does tactical damage as well, right? Yeah. Cool. And he is supposed to boost The tactical damage, yes. No, here. Yeah. Ah yes, this was the problem, I remember now. Increase fire damage dealt by 16% of the ally deployed in the left flank. Okay, yes. Yes. So this is the tricky part. So Tashix would actually fit quite well in the left flank here with the Shimmering Mirage. Yeah. It's just the affinity problem that I was struggling to find something with. Okay. Let's try it. Who cares? Let us try it. And see if we notice a big difference or whatever. So left would be Tashix. This would be Malashad and right would be Veigar. Good. And then we stick with these troops. Let's see if we can find the level 8 tile. Beautiful. Okay, this is a good comparison. Let's see what happens. I mean, you will notice rather quickly if one dragon is doing more damage than the other one, right? Because I mean, this is just very poor damage. 1298, right? That's terrible. My support is doing more than him, right? So not good. And I mean the same here. I mean, it's okay, but it's significantly less than some of my other dragons did in the past, right? So this is the only one where he did really well, and I guess we got really lucky with the Feral Strike here. So let's see. Let's see how Tashix will do. Try Veigar in the Vanguard and Malashite in the left lane. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't fix the problem of not having enough damage, right? That's the big problem. I understand that she boosts the tactical damage, but this is really insignificant because Malashite is a support. This is not really... She's not meant to do damage, right? It's a very minuscule buff. The cool thing about Vaga in the leadership slot is that you reduce the damage. That's really the best part. But let's see. Let us see how this goes. I mean, Vaga is crazy, man. You look at this damage. She does 3,700 damage without any specific boosts or anything really. That's crazy. Crazy. I mean, she is at 4 stars, okay, but still. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. I'm just interested in the total damage output at this point. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. I mean, we basically lost very little here. This is... yeah, I mean, I guess we also lost little before. So Tashix did 2,145 here, which is definitely better than what the other guy did before. Yeah. It's very close. Very close comparison, I suppose. A key thing here is she doesn't have a bonus, right? So, yeah. She's lacking the plus 20%. I mean, considering that, she definitely did more damage. Okay. I'm gonna try Vega in the Vanguard one more time as well, just for funsies. And Malachite. Wait, what's Vega's boost again? It's tactical, right? She gives increased tactical damage dealt. Yeah, okay. So we would have to put Tashik's right, which is fine. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. And then we would have Malachite in the left lane with the heal, just with the heal. Yeah. Okay. I'll try it as well, just for fun. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's good. I mean, like I said, I mean we're missing a lot of levels here, right? Like 22 into 31. It's just I'd like this to be closer to 3k as well. Then it would be acceptable for my taste. Let's see. Is there another level 8 here? Here, okay. I mean, we can reach that. Yeah, I mean, sure. We can start getting rid of the level 6s, that's fine. And we will tile here with Shadow Song. Yeah, I'm missing this one dragon that is also doing like the same damage as Vega, pretty much. I'm still missing this one dragon that does like crazy amounts of damage. But it has, I mean, in my roster, it has to be one of these three here. The other ones are just not doing enough. Here's the Bloodscale Terror. Yeah, this is the guy that Deadler was talking about with the stun chance. Yeah, I just also don't see a lot of damage here at 1 stars pretty much, right? And this is a 35% chance again, which is is not great. It's not great. It's not great. Physical damage, additional 50% chance. Okay, he has burn. Does burn goes together with hers? Yeah, that's pretty good. That would, I mean, Deomoros would be someone to try out as well. Potentially. Tart got a 10. Yeah, nice. I mean, you can get a 10, but I mean, you're gonna lose a lot of troops. I will look at the report later. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, we have to start figuring out really which army is doing stuff, right? It's not that easy in this game. Okay, I will collect one more report like this, and then I will switch around one more time. Right. So we're testing one more time this, and then I will switch Vega to the middle and Malachite to the left, and we'll see how that goes. Problem is the Tashix and Vaga don't really go hand in hand like this, right? I mean, this is fine, but you really want to boost the guy who's doing the big damage, right? Which Vaga is not doing in this case with her leadership ability, sadly. Okay, let's see. I will have the advantage here, that's fine. Oops. There's another level 8 here anyway. Yep, so we can give up this tile, we can recall her. Okay, let's see here. Okay. This looks better. Okay, we got 4k damage here. This is what I wanted to see. Beautiful. Okay. This is pretty good. That's a good report. I'm very happy with that. 3.3k losses and we got the full wipe. That's good. Nice. Did go the 10 rounds. 9 rounds, not even 10 rounds. That's very good. Okay, cool. Alright. So this army, I will message them about this bug that Malashat has, but this looks good. Okay, now let us try what... the reason why I tried this way, by the way, is because of this, right? You have the Malashite leadership, which increases the fire damage in the left lane. And that's what Tashix is doing with Shimmering Mirage, right? That's why I had it this way. If we put Veigar in the first spot now, we're going to lose this, of course. So... yeah, but I'm gonna try it for science. Tark is a beast. Yeah, he's very good. I'm not going to catch him. But I also have to... I also have to work a lot tomorrow, so I'm okay with that. What do the rankings look like? Let's see. I'm in the second spot. Okay, nice. To be fair, I did play a bit too much this weekend, so I'm gonna cut it back a little bit. But it's always exciting when you get into a new game, right? Yeah. You want to test out the combinations and things like this, but yeah. Good. Wait, actually, if Tark posted the report on Discord, I'll take a look. Okay, it's not here yet. Not yet, yeah, okay. This is also cool, you get XP for killing the town defenders. Or the... do you get it for the Ramsgate defenders as well? You do? Very nice. Okay. Although this is a lot less than what I get on tiles. Well, it's a bit difficult to see like how much there was actually left of this army, no? Like, I think they could make this interface a bit better, I suppose. But yeah, whatever. Okay. We are home already, so let's try this. So we said we're gonna put Vaga in the middle, yep. Which means I can do it like this. Then we are going to put Marashite in the left position. And yeah, who do we put right? I guess we just leave Tashix for now, no? I guess that's fine. Yeah, so my expectation here is that we just have a lot less damage, like this. We will take less damage, but we will also have less damage, essentially. Yeah, this looks fun. Okay, am I missing anything from the titles? So we benefit from the tactical damage. We do not have burn anyway. We benefit from the tactical damage. Right. This is just some reduction. Yep, that's fine. Oh, I have to check if this works as well, actually. I wanted to check that before. This is what we're not getting advantage of. At the start of combat, increase physical damage by 12.5% of one ally in any lane prioritizes the right flank until the end of combat. And this is what I don't understand. Like, I don't really know how Tashix does more damage without a boost than Venator does with a boost. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I feel like legendary 2 stars with the leadership boost should do more than a purple 5-star, right? Like, that doesn't really make sense to me. Yeah. So you would put the Morris in the right lane here, 100%. In this army. That makes much more sense, yes. So we will do that. Here we go. And now we have to check. I didn't check for the affinities. He is ranged. Okay, well, it does make a difference because Tashix also didn't have the boost. So this is what you would play in this case. Yeah, for sure. And then you get the boost from the Moros on the right lane, which is nice. And and you get the burn potentially, right? Intelligence of one enemy until also the start is in any lane with panic. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious. Let's see. I would like a wood just for the science. We do have the disadvantage here. Yeah, that's not good. Is there a level 8 wood tile somewhere? Here, perfect. With no advantage. I think that's good. This should give us some baseline, I suppose. Level and stat diff maybe. Yeah, yes. But I mean, we will see if something happens. I mean, this is impressive. This is impressive. 4k, 3.7k, 1.1k. We took very little damage and we healed for 268 with the leadership title that's bugged. Yeah, this is bugged, the leadership title. So, I mean, that's really good. I'm definitely a fan of this report. I think this is very, very, very impressive. Yeah, no, for sure. So this is probably what I will play as the main army for a while, until I get some other ideas maybe, I don't know. But this should also be good. I mean, this is definitely a viable army as well. This shouldn't be too bad. This should not be bad. We don't have this. Did we have the counter here? I didn't check actually. Okay, so here we had the troop advantage as well. So we have to compare it more to this report. Yeah. Okay. If you have the unit advantage, then of course it's a lot easier. Yeah. But this is still nice. I'm a fan of this report. I think this is probably one of my best ones so far, actually. On a level 8 tile, by the way. Let's see how this goes. Poor Luthien. Yeah, Erska. Yeah, there's a couple of people want to join already, but yeah, it's still quite far behind the chapters. Do we have here? This guy looks pretty promising. We can get rid of a couple more people, I think. Okay. All right. Let's see what happened here. So basically, what I'm saying is we will do less damage, a little bit less, and we will take less damage. Ooh! That is a pretty good report. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We get Malachite to hit for 2,528, Vega for 2,900, and Demaros for 2,300. That's not bad. Level 25 into level 31. Okay. I'll do one more maybe. One more test. Just to make sure it's not some RNG nonsense, which it might well be. Is there another level 8 wood here? Let's see. This one is the closest one. Okay. Sure. Oh, we only have 2 walks left here. That's annoying. There's one here. Okay. I would like a wood tile where I have an advantage. Or any tile where, any level 8 where I have an advantage. That would be cool to see. Just as a comparison to that other one. So what do I need for the advantage? I forgot. We have these guys and we need ranged. Okay. Ranged. So this is not ranged. So level 7. Sometimes hard to see like which level these tiles are, not gonna lie. Wasn't there like a food tile here somewhere? This is ranged. Ah, nice. Okay, how much stam do we have left? We have enough left. Okay, let's do this. This is good. Okay, here we can see if it was a fluke or not, essentially. Sweet. You get any info on the release in other countries? Not yet, no. But I think they said every couple of weeks they will add some countries now to the list. So I guess at the latest in a month it should be available everywhere officially. That'll be my guess. Okay, so this will be important. I want to see if it's better or worse than this army I posted here, right? So here we lost, let's compare it with the counter. We lost 3,300 troops. I will write this down. And we killed the whole army. So we killed 9,000. That was with counter. Good. Without the counter would be this one. Here we lost 3,300 troops again. and we killed, what is this, like 6,000, right? Okay. This was significantly worse, for example. Funny. But let's compare the no counter to this one. So here we lost 2,400 troops. So this was better actually. We lost 2,400 troops and almost killed everything. I think if we just have the higher levels, we kill here as well. So yeah, it seems this army is probably a good one. Now here we had a rough time. I don't know why. I mean, this guy did 1,100 damage here. Okay. I guess there was some bad RNG or something, or I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe he never got this trigger, or who knows, eh? And he does have the confusion. I do like the confusion. I don't know what confusion is, but it sounds good. So maybe it's like the dragon misses you or something like that, right? Okay, and now we go into the counter. I want to see this one as well. And then it's not for today. We still have a lot of weeks to explore stuff. But this looks good. I like this. It's gonna be one of these two. It's either gonna be this or this. And since the leadership title is bugged for Malachite here, I'm probably leaning more towards this one. Probably. Would be nice if I had this guy at 5 stars as well. That would be a more equal comparison. But if you scroll down, it tells you the effect. It's like madness. Where do I have to scroll down? I didn't see that yet, to be honest. Oh, you mean the confusion stuff? Here it is. Nice. At 6+ stars. Right, that's at 6+ stars anyway. But yeah, cause the target a 50% chance to mistake. Aha, yeah, nice. So this is like Sauron, right? Am I missing something? This is like Sauron, because this is also in the first few rounds. Yeah, for 2 rounds. I guess it repeats. When does this activate? Each round. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Each round, 20% chance for madness. Not bad. Huh. Interesting. You're right, it does tell you the status effects when you scroll down. Okay, let's see here. So this is into a counter. Okay, looks like a clean wipe again. Okay, so what did we do here? How much damage did we take here? We took... this is 2,400. It's a tiny bit better than the other one. Yeah. No, it's decently better. It's 900 troops better. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay, well, I guess we found the army that I will do for now. Yeah, until they fix the leadership title, hopefully. That's pretty good. 2.7k. Not bad. 2.3k. It's just that Mirage hits so hard sometimes. Like, you know, it's kind of hard for me to give up this damage, but I guess it makes sense, right? So one more thing to try is putting Mirage in right and just ignoring the. But this was with the boost, because he boosts her damage. Tricky. But this does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. This does look pretty good. And it's not really like the damage is pretty well spread. I mean, Vega did 4k, okay. But it's not bad. Like, let's see, 1616 here. Yeah, so this just didn't trigger here. But that's crazy, like what? How can this like do 122 in one report and 1616 in another? Isn't that crazy? That seems so random to me. 1078. The Mirage does hit pretty hard, huh? I guess you also have reports like this. 496. That's actually insane, the range of these. This is 5 times the damage she did in this other report. How is that possible? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's crazy. 5 times the damage. Huh. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I think this is enough testing for today. We learned, I learned quite a few things actually, again. It's pretty cool. It seems the ranges in this game are really large for some of the skills and titles, but so Veigar basically boosts. So this is she gets benefit from the taunt now because we inflict burn, right? The healer benefits from the tactical damage. Then we reduce the physical damage and fire damage. Yes, that's fine. Then we increase the recovery, and this is important. Physical damage dealt by 12.5% in the right lane, which sounds pretty good. So basically I just need some stars for Demoros right now. 40% chance to deal physical damage. Damage rate plus 150% and an additional 50% chance to inflict the target with burn. Damage range plus 20% for 2 rounds. Damage rate plus 20%. Okay. Yeah, it sounds good. Now the last thing I wanted to check before I end the stream is if this title triggers correctly. This is at the start of round 4. So let's take a look. Because if this is also bugged, then I will send that in the same message. This is also bugged. Okay, good. So we figured out the problem. The recovery received titles are bugged. Okay. Good. I need to message them about this. This is quite a serious problem because it does change the equation a lot. So all of these titles are bugged. This one. Recovery received. This is bugged. Interesting. I see. They call it recovery dealt here and recovery received in the other one. Very interesting. Yeah, is definitely a problem with this. Okay, but very cool. Targ's report is here. Okay, let's see. What did he do? Hmm. Okay, so he got full wiped on the 10. Yeah. I mean, that's very rough. I guess he didn't have the troop counter though, so that's a big deal. And Tart is playing Tashix in the right lane, yeah. But he's also playing Vega in the left. I think the problem with this army is like Cyrex is just not very good in my opinion. Um, I don't think I don't think that Dragon does a lot. But I mean it's not bad, yeah. So first was like stalemate, and then he said the second army hit in between. Okay. No, no, I don't think Cyrex is very good actually. I already said this before, like the reports I'm getting now with this new army are significantly better. Let me show you. We can look at this quickly. I forgot when I changed it, but... Okay, so the first option is to play her like this, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. But she just like that the dragon doesn't do a lot. Like it's just there, you know, like it boosts the others, but I don't know. I don't think it's enough to like warrant playing her over a healer, for example, right? Like I don't think so. This is also level 30, level 33, and level 33, right? So I have many more troops than with the army that I tried out like a couple of minutes ago, right? You can see the damage is always bad. Yes, the others' damage is good, but like I already said, the others also do damage when you don't play Cyrex, right? So I don't know. Sometimes she hits a bit harder, I guess. This was with troop advantage. Okay, sure. It's hard to say. I mean, she's not bad, but... Or he's not bad, but... I don't know. It's also triple. The reason I played her is because of the triple plus 20%, right? Like, she does get the plus 20%, but I still feel like it's relatively underwhelming, no? Like... I don't know. And then I tried out the army that Tart was playing as well. I already posted a report of that. It just didn't do as good for me as the Veigar lead in that one. Where is that army? It was definitely a while ago where I played it like this, but... Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah, this is no good. This is no good. Like, this is much worse. I mean, I went for the cavalry boost here instead of the plus 20%, right? But I mean, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing. Yeah. I might have only tried one report with that because I was like so underwhelmed. If you look at the kit, it's also not that good. Like, what does it really do? Like, it boosts some stats, no? Yeah, so this is not that good as far as I can tell. And this is increase intelligence and instincts by 6.5%. Yeah, I mean... It's fine, but it's not amazing, right? I think the healer is much better. Like, I think this guy does much more for your team than Cyrex, for sure, 100%. I think there's no discussion about this. I have this guy at 1 star even, like I don't even have the other stuff unlocked. And in addition to that, the recovery received bonuses are bugged. So I don't think this is close, like, in comparison. And I do think that Cyrex has to be played with Caraxes. Like, this has to be a team together. If you don't play those two, not looking good. Yeah. So, okay. But, I mean, the report is pretty good that Tart posted. Quite a good report. Or I expected it to be a bit worse, to be honest. But okay, I mean, to be fair, he also has the Veigar at 6 stars already, and the Tashix at 6 stars. So, and Cyrex at 3 stars, which I don't have. That's like a lot more money spent than me already, right? So yeah. Okay, so this is enough for today. We tested a lot. There's a lot of stuff for people to review later on. I will stick with the army we discovered today. I think it's very good, this one. And I will message the developers about the recovery received bug. And hopefully I get these dragons to level 30 rather quickly. I hope I see some of my luck on these draws remaining from Rise to War. Ah, sure you will. Sure you will. Good. And that's it. Yeah. So like I said, we don't have the dragon stat boost here, sadly, because Venator is not doing enough that warrants playing him, in my opinion. Yeah. What to do about it, right? So the question was only between Tashix and Demoros in the right lane, and then between Veigar and Malachite as a leader. And since Malachite's leadership is bugged, I will stick with Veigar for now, which I already had the Veigar lead before. It's very good, for sure. So, yeah. We will stick with this and we'll see if we can get some more reports. It's a shame we didn't get the meat today. I would have liked to level up these guys now, but what to do? We will get the meat in a couple of days, and hopefully by then the commanders will already be above level 25. Hopefully. I can't even... Can I give him like 1 level at least? No. Ugh, annoying. And Demoros, I guess also nothing, right? Yeah. Okay. Good, thanks for watching, guys, and I wish you a good night. Good job on the keep, and tomorrow we will do the next one. Need to make Atzel jealous? That's right. Okay, good night, guys.
on the target.